Also joining us today with some great ways to eat healthy on any kind of budget. Welcome nutritionist and fitness expert Robert Ferguson. Hi, Robert. Good to have you here.
Hey.
Is it true you can eat healthy on a budget?
Well, actually, the millennials, that's the group I'm going to be speaking to, or people who don't have money, but they want to still eat healthy.
Sure.
So I'm going to show how you can take ramen noodles and make them fat burning. Yes.
I'm all about that.
Oh my gosh, I love
Everybody,
a ramen
show
noodle.
up, show up.
You are talking to me.
And it's real, and it's real.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't want to miss that. You can literally eat foods you love, whether they're considered healthy or not. I'm going to show you how to make them healthy and make them fat burning.
I tell you how you do it. You run away from them, and that's how you burn calories.
It's true.
That's the way
Who
you
doesn't
do it.
love noodles? Love it. Next up, nutritionist and fitness expert Robert Ferguson shares what you can do to eat healthy on a budget. Oh, that looks...
Nutritionist and fitness expert Robert Ferguson is here sharing some great ways to make sure that you're eating healthy, but you're staying on a budget.
Yes.
Which a lot of people think, oh, you go into the health food stores and you look at the healthy food and you go, it tastes horrible and it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Some misconceptions. Let's talk about that.
Well, you know what? There's so many misconceptions when it comes to food that's on a budget. Like, for instance, many people who are on a budget are eating fried chicken.
Yeah.
Right, all over the country.
Right.
Yeah.
And most of us would say, well, the fried chicken is bad because it's high in fat. First, you remove the skin, but most of us don't know that most of the fat in the skin of the chicken is monounsaturated fat, olive oil. So it's heart healthy. So instead of taking the skin off the chicken, eat the skin. Now you're my friend. There you go.
Wow, Ken's in.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a game changer right there.
It's a game changer.
But isn't fried chicken bad for you? I mean, it's full of oil.
No, I mean, in 1980, we believed that fat was bad. Now we know that fat's not the problem. At the end of the day, it's the amount of carbs, or most people say sugar, that's really causing the problems.
Right.
So fat's our friend. And most of my physician friends, they feed their kids whole milk because it's highest in fat.
Right.
Really?
True.
Yeah.
Your mom struggled with weight,
Yes.
didn't she, her whole life? Tell us a little bit. 'cause
My
that was-
mom struggled with weight. She yo-yoed up and down like many moms and gained and lost about 1,600 pounds. And after
Lord.
surviving breast cancer twice
Look at her. Oh.
and having 3 stents placed in her arteries and going through all the negatives that come with weight-related diseases.
Sure.
Wow, look at her.
Well, everything I share is mama approved, by the way.
Oh,
it is.
Right? Because it worked for mom. So I mean, it is what it is.
How is she today?
She's thriving. She's enjoying life. She's doing things that she didn't think she could do 15 years ago. And she's eating fried chicken and not chicken breast.
Really?
Yes.
Well, how can we eat healthy and stay on a budget? Because, you know, you go into health food stores and the food, it costs more money than it does in a regular grocery store.
Weight loss can definitely go wrong at some of those stores.
Right. So I noticed on the table there you have potato chips and baked potatoes, all the things, fried chicken and noodles, things that you think that you cannot normally eat if you have to lose weight and stay healthy.
Well, okay, most of us are aware of the glycemic index, right?
Yeah.
So the glycemic index says that the way you eat foods can impact your blood sugar levels certain ways. And the higher that number, the more likely you want to stay away from that food. Well, potatoes are given the number 95, so high in sugar. But potato chips are given the number 55. So why is it that something more processed is better on my blood sugar compared to something that's close to nature?
Why is
It's
that?
because there's fat inside of the chip. And so the fat slows down how fast the carb becomes sugar in the blood. So take the butter, put it on the potato, and now it becomes blood sugar friendly.
Oh my goodness.
What about the
High five, high
It's
five.
like
What else do we? Is there any other
have a heart attack.
I'm confused.
talking points before I move on about
Well,
the?
you know, we have ramen, so that ramen meal over there.
Yeah, the
we're
ramen noodles.
Yeah, ramen noodles,
Yeah.
right? That ramen noodle meal is a fat-burning meal because of how it's combined. So the ramen noodles is 25 cents to get it. And what you do is don't use the packets. You can go with like bouillon or like some type of broth to give it the flavor. And then take like hot dogs. It could be tofu dogs. It could be a turkey dog. I put that in there with some tomatoes. Fat-burning meal. Done.
Question, why not the packet? What's in the packet?
Well, the packet has like a significant amount of sodium. It also usually has MSG in it. And it has other chemicals that we may not be able to enunciate the word.
Or identify at some point. I'm like, is this from planet
So
Earth?
this, you know,
Where
but
did
it
this come
tastes
from?
good. And you can get the same taste, and that's kid-friendly, by the way.
If I have health restrictions, diet restrictions, where do I turn to?
You do exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
See, when you have your blood sugar levels and you're consuming food in a way where your blood sugar levels aren't going too high and dropping too low, then you're optimizing all those hormones people talk about, insulin, glucagon, et cetera. And so now you're in what I call fat burning mode because of sugar levels.
Right.
So just combine your foods the right way.
Okay.
Can these same foods apply to people who have health restrictions as well?
Oh, 100%.
So the other thing that you have eating healthy, and then what's the other thing that always goes? You have to eat right and exercise.
Yes.
And that's where everybody gets sideways. Like, what? Oh no. I've learned it's eating is pretty much 80% of the battle.
Yeah,
Because if you
more
eat
so,
correctly.
yeah.
But what's your take on exercise? How much? How intense?
Well, here's my take, because I don't believe in 80% of it being eating.
You don't?
I don't at all. I believe in the three-legged stool, right? So I believe that nutrition is very important.
Yep.
I believe that exercise is very important, and I also believe mindset's very important. And so each one of those represent one of those legs.
Equally though? Or does the stool
Equally.
lean a little bit one way or the other?
And that's a good point, because there's 1% left over. So at that point, I say, look, you take that 1%, and for you may need to put more energy into food. For me, it may be I need to focus more on my mindset, and for someone else, it could be exercise.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, once you have that in place, it all wins. It
If
all
you
works
have
out.
the right mindset about exercise, at some point it becomes an easy thing to do
Right,
when you
right.
just
Yeah, there's no
adopt it,
struggle.
once you believe this is just part of my lifestyle change.
Exactly.
And a lot of people, I think, push back on that.
Okay.
Well, good. You're part of the Presidential Task Force on Obesity,
Yes.
right? You must be proud to be a part of that.
Well, I'm proud to be part of anything that's helping to improve the state or the health of everyone that lives in the world.
And what do you do? You work across the country.
What we do is we go into communities, and right now we have a big project in the state of Missouri where we're beginning to reverse childhood obesity. Like, we're actually doing it. So a
That's
lot of people are
great.
talking about it, but we're
Yeah.
doing it, and that's because we're creating a culture with the parents.
That's
and not
awesome.
going to the cafeterias and not trying to talk to everyone else, but going to the parents and getting them on board, and then you see that the kids' BMI, body composition, everything upgrades. And a key thing for everybody to know here and the people at home is that if one parent is overweight or obese, a child is 40% more likely to be overweight or obese as an adult. And if both parents are overweight or obese, 8 out of 10 kids, whether that kid is thin as a kid, when they become an adult, they will struggle.
Good stuff.
That's
You can, by
that.
the way, we're going to have some recipes on our Pinterest page to share with you. And more information, if you'd like to go there to pick up what Robert has left here, you can go to dietfreelife.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Stuff.
Thank you.
Eye-opening. Hey, Ken, you're up.
Yeah, we're going to talk about chickens. Backyard chickens.